Hello, YouTube. It's your girl, LaShonda. Gonna get this 30-minute walk on. Getting TikTok live set up. I always appreciate you guys. Hello, hello, hello. I'm live. It's your girl, LaShonda in Charlotte, North Carolina. I go live every single day and I walk on my walking pad for 30 minutes. This is my Jubilant July workout challenge. What is Jubilant July? It is the month of July where I will walk on my walking pad for 30 minutes, but I'm also incorporating lifting. I saw Dr. Stacy Sims on a couple of podcasts where she said that perimenopausal women should be lifting weights, not just lifting light weights, lifting heavy weights. So I'm actually going to be doing that from time to time. I won't be doing that tonight, unfortunately. However, I will be walking on my walking pad. So I'm going to play some music for you guys and I'm going to walk on my walking pad. Let me grab it. As always, I'm forever grateful to every single one of you for tuning in night after night. I don't always talk a whole long time, but I will get on live, play some music, and get on my walking pad. I'm actually just waking up from my nap. And as you guys know, whenever I am waking up from my nap, it's a pretty peculiar time for me. So instead of lifting tonight, I'm just gonna walk on my walking pad. All right, so make sure you guys hit the like button, share the live out. Hopefully, this will be some shadowing work for some people. If you don't know what shadowing or body doubling is, sometimes people are inspired when they see other folks doing some sort of exercise or doing some sort of activity. I'm one of those people, when I see other people cleaning their homes, I'll actually watch cleaning videos on YouTube. So whenever I see other people cleaning their homes on YouTube, I will usually start cleaning mine. They call it shadowing or body doubling. A lot of times I get a lot of work done just because I'll be on the phone with one of my girlfriends and they might actually be talking about something and we'll get into a whole long conversation. And when we get into a whole long conversation, I'm telling you, I end up washing dishes, cleaning up, straightening up, folding. A lot of times, what I end up doing is folding towels, and I have lots of things to fold. So, if that's you, if you're somebody who gets inspiration by watching other people do some sort of activity, then let me walking on my walking pad be sort of that inspiration to you. I saw a statistic that people who walk for at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. And I will repeat that probably 4 or 5 times throughout this live, just because there are people jumping in and jumping out. I had to turn my air conditioning way down to like 73 or 72, because whenever I start walking on this walking pad, I end up getting hot. So again, part of the reason that I go live every single day, you guys, is to bring awareness to perimenopause, bring awareness to endometriosis, adenomyosis, and PCOS. I am 47 years old, newly 47. I just turned 47 on July 11th of 2026. And I probably have been in perimenopause for at least a decade. And again, I saw Dr. Stacy Sims on a couple of podcasts stating that perimenopausal will do better weight training, weightlifting. And so I have incorporated weightlifting into my routine. Now, it's not something that I do every day. You know, maybe it'll be a little bit more uh, as we go along. I think working out or at least walking for 30 minutes in the evening has definitely been helping my sleep. But also, what's been helping me is, staying on top of my supplements and ensuring that I get a nap throughout the day. So that helps too. Now, last night after I got off live, I actually ended up eating like a bowl of fruit, which I don't know if necessarily was a good idea, because fruit can increase your blood sugar. And so generally you want to eat like what Tony Fine says, eat a protein filled snack, like a protein filled dessert. So eating something like a protein bar is probably better than eating fruit. But I had like some pineapple, watermelon, blueberries, and I ate some cherries all before I went to bed. And the good part about that is blueberries is probably one of the best ones that you can have. Hey, who is that? Hold on. I don't have you cast it to the TV, so I'm going to come up close. Hey, cuz. Listen, I'm tired tonight, Melvin. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Tired tonight. I'm just waking up from a nap. I don't know why I do this to myself. Because I get up, I can stop working at 5, but I actually started. I didn't. I had some work to do, so I actually didn't stop working till like 6:30. So I was an hour and a half beyond my time, and that's normally when I will try to get my little nap in. That way I can be ready for this, but didn't stop working until 6:30. And then I went to sleep. Hold on, y'all. I'm in here watching the closer. So I told you guys the other week that I was into this series called Southland. Well, I finished that. I finished all 5 seasons of Southland. Now I'm rewatching the closer probably for the third time, the whole series. So I'll be forgetting some of the episodes, but That's part of my little um, undiagnosed ADHD, rewatching some of the same stuff over and over. But whew, so had a pretty light day today as far as food. I had some oatmeal, blueberries, and bananas for breakfast. Really, it was more like brunch. And then my daughter made hot dogs and hamburgers, which I had one hamburger and a hot dog. I had the hamburger with bun, the hot dog with the bun, and then I had a second um, hot dog without the bun, sort of cut down on the carbs. I actually saw that, believe it or not, I saw that from Bethany Frankel when she was talking about her skinny girl margaritas on Real Housewives of New York. She was talking about how to eat what you want. So if you want two hot dogs, get two hot dogs, but get the second one without the bun. So that's what I've been doing. I might have actually had two extra, just the weenies without the bun. I'm telling you, I am so tired. I'm exhausted. I didn't finish my nap. What? Luckily, I woke up because like when I know that I have something to do, my body ain't gonna let me fully sleep. So 6 minutes in, y'all. We got 24 minutes left. Um, but yeah, I am super sleepy. So I try to listen to my body. That's I'm gonna tell y'all, that's one thing that I don't think that I was doing a lot because when you're in the grind of things, when there's so many things to do, if you have a kid or multiple kids, you have a schedule. You may have a adult schedule, like if you play recreational sports or if you are involved in any sort of clubs or activities outside of working, which all of us should be, right? When you get in the rat race and then you incorporate all these other schedules, like maybe your husband's schedule, your spouse's schedule, your kid's schedule, your life can get pretty busy. And what I noticed that I hadn't been doing is like really listening to my body, which is why I probably didn't get a lot of the correct diagnoses previously, is because I myself didn't connect them. And so then to go to any of my healthcare providers and tell them some of the things that I have been experiencing, I don't think even they could have had the language for it because I didn't necessarily talk about all of the things that I was going through uh, at the same time. I didn't connect all of the things, the fatigue, the insomnia, like, and which you would think that fatigue and insomnia would be sort of a oxymoron, I guess. Is that the right word? Those two things would be in, like how can you be fatigued but then have insomnia? Like you could be tired. If you're tired, you should be able to sleep. But that's not what was happening. Fatigued and can't go to sleep. My mind is still going 100 miles a minute. That's what used to happen. But once I started taking the appropriate supplementation and proper proper medication, incorporating exercise and specifically exercise at this time of night, it actually has been doing tremendous for my insomnia. Now, believe it or not, I think I'm going 1.5. No, I'm going 1.0. That's why it looks slow. Okay, I'm picking it up because 1.5. We'll be at probably when I hit 15 minutes, I'll bump it up to 2.0. I was just going to play some music and just continue to watch the closer, but this is an episode that I remember. So it's not as fun as some of the other ones. So we over 9 minutes in. So when I hit 15 minutes, I'll bump it up to 2.0. But I'm telling you guys, getting this 30 minutes of walking in this time of night is doing wonders for my sleep. I don't have that problem. And also, and this is how I know I'm probably undiagnosed ADHD and probably some other things. What has been helping me tremendously too, because my husband snores and he also likes to watch TV and fall asleep to the TV. I have this really soft blanket that that I got from TikTok Shop. I forgot the name of the brand. Y'all remember the company that was on here? They was doing numbers, selling the throws and the bed sheets, not bed sheets, the bed spreads. I got one of them right here. I'm gonna have to look at the name. Hold on. I'll tell y'all in a minute. Remember these? They got them in all the colors, y'all. And I told you guys I had. If you've been watching me long enough, let me see what's the name of this thing. Bed Shore. If you guys remember Bed Shore, and they're probably still on TikTok Shop, but they have a bunch. I got a bunch of these. I got like two white ones. I think I bought my daughter a pink one. No, maybe I didn't buy her a pink one. I think I got two white ones, a black one, because the black was supposed to be for my husband, but he never used it. And so then when I started my white one, my husband is so funny. I'll buy him something for his, like in a dark color, like a blue or a black. But for some reason, this man, he's so funny. He'll want to use the one that I'm using. So like, I got me and my daughter a white one, and I got him a black one. But he wanna get cuddled up with the white one instead of the black one. Okay, fine. I'll buy him. I bought him a black Miyoki cup that I got off of the TikTok Shop. He'll never use it, so of course I'm going to use it. And then I got all these cups that generally like bright colors for me and my daughter. This man will drink out of my little pink cup. He will drink out of my. I have this really teal color cup that's got squad on it. I'm like, bro, that ain't even. That's not even a man color. But I guess the color is I don't know. He's just funny. So anyway, you guys, I hope you guys have watched the Live to 100 documentary on Netflix. I talk about it all the time. Live to 100. I want to live to 100. So that's why I do this every single day, no matter how tired I am. Number one, because I don't want to mess up my good streak, right? Today is day 23 of my Jubilant July challenge. I did 30 days from May 28th to June 26th, plus the additional 5 days. Whew. So that makes this 30 plus 23 is 53, plus 5 is 58. So this is day 55 of me going live. I have been going live consistently for 55 days, you guys. Live on YouTube, live on TikTok. There was a couple of days where I went live on Facebook, but I've got to get my StreamYard subscription back up and running. StreamYard is a software that you can go live. It allows you to go live on multiple platforms. You can go live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I think you can even go live on Twitter. The only one you can't go live on is TikTok from StreamYard. And that's from the last time that I saw it, and that was a couple of months ago. But basically, you would just be using the same stream. So you wouldn't have to have multiple devices. What I'm live on right now is I have two phones. I have an iPhone and an Android phone. So I'm live on YouTube from my iPhone, and I'm live on TikTok from my Android. But I could just have one device, like one phone, and go live from, or from my laptop, go live from StreamYard. Two laptop cable and a TiVo video iPod. We didn't have any of that stuff. And I was standing there and I saw that picture of my father. Someplace, I think Hawaii maybe. And the next thing I know, I was downstairs and I was yelling at my dad. All right, y'all. We're 14 minutes in. And he said, "Don't listen to this kid. He's the convict I work with in Lompoc." All right, so we're 15 minutes in, guys. Make sure you double tap the middle of the screen. Try to get me to at least 5,000 likes today. And would love it if you guys be generous tonight. I've got some things that I need to complete on my gift gallery. So hit that gift box at the bottom of your screen. Sense of gift. Since it's 15 minutes, let's go ahead and bump this up to 2.0. Let's see if we can do it without slipping. All right, 2.0 ain't bad. It 2.0 is probably a true walking pace, right? 0.5 is a dilly dally. 1.0 is like the speed at which you would probably walk in the mall, right? If you were shopping. 1.5 is probably, I don't know, if you were at a park or something. And 2.0, this is a brisk walk. So this walking pad actually goes up to 5.0. So it's truly a walking pad, but you could run on it. It's very quiet. It does not make noise. This is why I love it. But it's been sold out, so I don't even know if you can get it on TikTok Shop. If it's back in stock, you guys can hit my profile picture, go in the top left corner of your screen, follow me. But also go to my profile and click on the showcase. And this is the Zen Active walking pad. If it is in stock now, you should be able to find it. Zen, Z-E-N, Active, A-C-T-I-V-E. Zen Active walking pad. Or you can put in gym, a workout, it should come up that way as well. And that resistance band that I have been using, and a matter of fact, y'all, I got a lot more gym equipment than I realized. And this is probably why I need to go to my two-a-days where I do some workout in the morning and then I do this 30 minutes at night. Because I actually do have a lot more gym equipment than I realized. There's a company that sent me some resistance bands. So I have some resistance band, not the one that I was doing the core work with, that pink one that I was doing the leg raises with, but I've got a bunch of different ones. I'm gonna have to pull those out at some point. But when I'm doing this at this time of night, really, I just want to get in my 30 minutes of walking so I can shower and get into bed. That's really essentially where I be at with this. Hold on. I feel like I'm missing some messages. Ooh. It is getting hot in here. Okay. I keep seeing notifications. I thought I was missing some messages. Oh, no, I did not mean that. Please, I did not mean that. I wasn't trying to bring anybody on. So please deny that request. Belay that request. Belay that order. All right. We 18 minutes into this, y'all. 2.0. Long strides. Trying to keep my back straight. I was going to play some music, but once I got on here and started talking, sometimes I just don't be in the mood to talk. I just want to get the work done, right? Music definitely makes it better, but what happens with music is on my other platform that I'm live on YouTube, it'll um, block my video. I'll get a copyright strike. This is actually a pretty good pace, y'all. So double tap the middle of the screen, share the live out. We got about 14 more minutes left of the walking. If you didn't know, walking at night could probably do wonders for your insomnia. We're actually almost 20 minutes in. So, well, at least that's been the case for me. My friend girl CA, who generally comes on here, she is in South Carolina, but she generally will come on. We're 20 minutes into this. We got 10 minutes left. She does 2 a day. She does like an hour in the morning, and she does an hour in the afternoon or the evening. I am feeling changes in my body. It may not necessarily reflect in the numbers, although I haven't been weighing myself. I've just been feeling it in the clothes. All of my clothes feel big. And you just never know how easy it is to burn calories and things when you're walking. If you're like just sitting around, it's so easy to do. But then also knowing that walking burns so much calories and it's so low impact, you guys. I keep saying every single day, that walking is probably the most underrated exercise, because people actually look at you like you're lazy because you're walking. It's really not about the speed at which you walk or the distance at which you walk. It's about getting out there and walking. Statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. So it's more about the time, right? I know people who walk 4, 5, 6 miles every day. I wish I could do it. It's way too hot in here in the Carolinas, right? And I couldn't see myself sitting here walking for, you know, too long. I could probably do it for an hour, but I'd really have to have dedicated space and time. Well, really, not a whole lot of space I need, but I really have to have a lot of some time. 30 minutes is pretty cool for me, but with my undiagnosed ADHD, 30 minutes, I max out. I would really have to have something intriguing to make me walk for an hour. So that's why, for me, in order for me to walk an hour, I'd have to walk out my little um, byway out here. That would be an hour because it takes 30 minutes for me to walk up to the highway. And so if I walk to the highway and come back, that would be an hour. 23 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. Double tap the middle of the screen. One of the things I do know that looking down at the time feels like it slows it down. So you got to do stuff to distract yourself from the time. I might have to do like a minute or two of cool down since I'm going a little kind of fast. Ooh. Do you guys ever get that feeling like when you're going kind of fast on the elliptical or the treadmill and then you just jump off? Like you sort of feel, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel a little dizzy sometimes. So I have to do a little bit of probably a minute or two of cool down. So I have to go back to 1.0. My husband's coming in, so y'all have to excuse him. So, all right, guys, less than 5 minutes left. Okay, guys, less than 3 minutes left. It's definitely warming up. Less than 2 minutes left, guys. When you start out, it really does not feel like you can do 30 minutes. And then if you are a loquacious person like I am, talking, playing music, watching TV, all of those will distract you from actually watching the time. Seriously. So I understand why in a lot of gyms they will have those screens on the ellipticals or on the stairmasters and even on the treadmills. Like that's why Peloton is so popular because it's interactive. It's somebody talking back to you. It's a visual. I'm literally in my living room with my big screen TV up on the wall, walking on this walking pad and not really paying too much attention to the display on my walking pad. And it helps the time go by. We got 40 seconds left. I said I was going to do a cool down. Let me pump it back down to 1.5. The last thing I want to have is catch a cramp. Oh, you know what? Remember, I was catching the cramps and I was catching cramps in my thigh, in my calves, and in my feet. I started back taking my potassium in the I started back taking my potassium in the mornings, and then I split it. I used to take my potassium and magnesium together in the morning, and then I would take another magnesium in the evening. But I took my potassium this morning, and then I took the magnesium this afternoon. That's probably why I'm tired because the magnesium, I think, is what really helps you to sleep. All right, y'all. That's 30 minutes. Okay, you guys. Thank y'all so much for coming in and joining me. Your girl is getting ready to be snatched in a little bit, all right? All of my clothes is getting big, and I am watching more and more what I'm eating. Trying to drink more water. The water thing is beyond me because I want sodas and I want juices and I want, you know what I mean? I want to drink all of the sugary beverages, but I know that's not cool. So I'm going to have to do better about the water. I did buy some of those, not Mew Mews, but it's like the fake versions of them that I saw in Dollar Tree. Oh, and I got some Crystal Light to add in my water. Actually, the Crystal Light is pretty good. It's pretty bomb. So thank y'all. Oh, I didn't even realize you guys got me over 1,400 likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, that's you, CA. Hey, girl. I didn't even know you was in here. Yeah, CA, the water. The water is like, oh. And I'm somebody who really loves water, but the thing is, the water here in North Carolina is, oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I know you would come show love. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, Girl, I would sleep too. I was in here knocked out. And my body is doing this. I understand my grandmama so much more as I get older. My grandmother could tell you who passed her house. She lived, first of all, she lived in the sticks, right? She lived in the country. But she could tell you every car that passed her house, what time they passed. She knew whose car was what. And she would wake up like she would wake up at dawn and all of this thing. My body, when I know I have something to do, it will not let me rest to, like, I'll get sleep, but it won't let me rest. And because I knew I had to get up and do this live, I woke up at like 8:30 or 8:45, something like that. And then I was like, oh, I gotta get up and walk. I gotta get up and walk. That's why I'm not doing the lifting part, because I'm like, I'm already exhausted. I don't need to, overdo it. So I'm just gonna do the 30 minutes of walking. That's gonna help push this sleep along. So, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much to my YouTube family. I appreciate y'all for hitting the like button. And to my TikTok family, thank you so much. Melvin, I appreciate you, cuz. CA, thank you. I've been doing that. So when I do the lifting, I do that one where I do the high knees. They say that doing exercises that don't put too much strain on your lower back is supposed to help with. I'm trying to help with this apron belly because I had a C-section, and so like my C-section scar is, is basically like plastic surgery, but it's the part right above the C-section scar that's kind of leans over it. But child, if I didn't have that, your girl would be snatched. You hear what I'm saying? And I have actually like pushed it in. It's not even like it's not even like it's not full. It's just loose. It's just loose. It's not even like full like fat. It's just like loose skin from, I guess, from when I was bigger. And so if I could just like find a way to get that to go in, like, I'd be cool. I'd be cool. These thighs is thick, but I'd be cool with it. But yeah, I'm doing the exercise with the resistance band, the pink resistance band with the pedals on it. Doing that. I've been following the lady. Wish I could remember the lady's name. That, yeah, because I don't want to hurt my back. Yeah, I'll tell you guys. Did I tell y'all this week that I used to have to go to the chiropractor? So yeah, I'm trying not to exacerbate anything, and especially as you get older and this estrogen and progesterone is fluctuating, the perimenopause. I don't want to hurt nothing. And especially like with lifting and things like that, I'm a novice to it. I don't really know what I'm doing. I will follow other people's advice, but like I'm here by myself. And if I strain something, child, it's gonna be a time. Plus I live on the third floor. So like if I hurt myself, then I'm gonna have to get myself down 2 flights of stairs being hurt. And although y'all, my daughter is driving. She hasn't got her license yet, but I let her drive to the mailbox. So child, she drove the Land Rover to the mailbox the last 2 days. She swears she know how to drive now. But she's been parking. I think it's me. I think I have been the thing that has been like um scaring her or making her nervous. But child, she's been driving by herself. I said, okay, girl. In our neighborhood. She ain't like on the roads or whatever, y'all. She just driving around the neighborhood. But we have like this little like, what do you call it? We have a reserved parking spot that has like a cover. So she has to drive into it. And you can either back into it or you can just drive straight into it. But you gotta like coming into our in front of our building, you have to drive like this, and then they're all like that. So you have to come in and do this. And I was so scared for her to drive the truck into that. But she did it, y'all. She did it. So she gonna probably have her license here soon, and our insurance is gonna go crazy. All right. But yeah, hopefully she get her license before she turns 18. She turns 17 actually in about 30 days. What's today? Today's the 23rd. Yeah, in a month and a day, she will be 17. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna get off here because I want to sleep so bad. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, CA. Thank you, Melvin. Thanks to everybody